So, for example, having had the police at our door accusing me of controlling Kate. Now, as I put down fear of things that I don't need to be afraid of that the media said that I do, I'm realizing that between healthcare and the correctional system, they're bumpers. While everyone else is very busy looking for what they're doing wrong, right? And yes, things are being done wrong. The only thing that's happening here with us is we're running into good people who misunderstand our situation, which is fantastic. Now, they understand it to a small degree, and that small degree is enough to put enough pressure on us to, well, realistically, well, no, yeah. To put enough pressure on the both of us. They only want to look at how the pressure applies to me, and that's fine. But it puts enough pressure on us to do better with one another. So, for example, having had the police at our door accusing me of controlling Kate. Now, I'm not controlling her, but I definitely exhibit some controlling behavior. And I didn't see that. And that's the truth. I really did it. And I think that, like I said, a lot of people will overestimate me in some ways and underestimate me in some ways. You have to realize that I have a very large education in certain areas because I just, boom, like I just hunkered down on it. But because I did that, I lost a lot of my own self-awareness. And so I didn't see, because I got so afraid and I had the wrong people in my ear, that I didn't treat Kate equally. And everybody else saw that. But they just wanted to make it their job to fix that, when really all they're doing is stopping a problem. That's not the same as creating a solution. Stopping something bad from happening is not the same as creating something good to happen. So, for example, law enforcement's job is to stop crime, right? Rehabilitation is not exactly their strong suit. Healthcare, though, it is. So on one hand, the healthcare system tried to rehabilitate me. The reason that didn't work wasn't because it doesn't work or that it's corrupt. It is that it is an industry that is still growing and still learning. This is what I want to believe, because I have hope. I'm a good guy. I like to have hope, and I'm learning to count on hope. That's one direction. And then another direction is most of my issues were caused by my diet, a lack of exercise, and my social environment, and also the media that I consumed. So I was in a very unhealthy place. I'm learning to rehabilitate myself by only consuming media that is positive and healthy for me, by learning who we can surround ourselves with that are healthy. And yes, Caitlin and I would like to surround ourselves with people. We do not want to just be alone. We don't. But we are seeing at a lot of different directions people offering what they say is a solution in return for us to subscribing to, whatever it might be, a problem that, they can help solve. Now, they're right about our problems, but I'm letting you know they're only right to a degree, and they don't have the ability to solve them fully. But we do, so long as we continue to create a healthy relationship and we begin to build out healthy relationships. And as long as we get permission, Katie, you're on board with staying here? Mm-hmm. As long as we get permission, I think we're going to stay put on purpose. Like, crazy thought. But I think we might actually just stay put on purpose. Because I was looking at a guy on YouTube who, he's kind of like, there's Ty Lopez, then there's another guy, then there's the Gary Vee. There's one other guy that does a program, and that program has to do with expatriation, literally giving up your U.S. citizenship. And I was willing to entertain that idea, just to say that that was going to be my solution. Now, let me tell you, making my effort, like I just dissed Ty Lopez last night, but I'm going to do my best to reiterate, is I didn't take his full advice. I took the nuggets, but I didn't take all of the best pieces, and I didn't build a business. I took the pieces I wanted and then ran my life like it was a business, even though it's not a business and it wasn't a business. And it just created a very unhealthy and unstable situation. Let me continue this. I think our food may be here. Give me a second. No, not yet. Okay. But every time I get distracted with the camera, I forget about my relationship, and then my relationship falls to the wayside, and then I get upset with her, and then we get into a fight, And not that we are doing that anymore, but my point stands. This is why I'm stepping away. I'm making healthier choices for our relationship. So thank you for understanding, and please realize that at least from my side of the spectrum, I'm making it very clear that any further personal communication is unwelcome. We want to build new friendships. We would like to build a new life in this community potentially, so long as we're left alone and we're not framed for anything or given crap. We don't want drama anymore. We don't want to call anybody out anymore. We would like to move on with our lives and make new friends and be in the community and let people see who we really are, who I really am. And Kate has already made her voice very clear. And it's actually those of you who will not accept what she's saying that are leaving her voiceless. Okay, in favor of Kate.
I feel like we're going off track a little bit. Like, I understand what you're saying. Thank you very much for that. But I feel like it's tangenting. Like,
thank you. Because what am I doing?
You're ranting.
I'm ranting. I'm trying to fight. Because I've always had a battle. Just like my dad, there's always been a battle.
Yeah.
There's no more battle. As long as I put down the sword, there's no more battle. But I'm here swinging a sword and people are, there's nothing wrong. And I'm making a problem. And I don't necessarily mean to. I'm just that scared. So I'm learning that I have nothing to be afraid of as long as I continue to do the right thing. And I just have to let the criminals be found out on their own. And as far as Caitlin's side of it, I really just have to keep my mouth shut about Caitlin's side of it until she's ready to tell her truth. And some people are going to believe her, and some people may spend the rest of their life trying to convince themselves that I convinced her. But she blatantly said to me about how a certain relationship in my life is extremely toxic and I need to let go of it. And there are people who said they were there for me truly, but they're there for me as much as they're comfortable with. Caitlin and I are the two people in one another's lives that are there for one another far past any level of comfort. So we love you guys. We do. And a healthy distance is good for everyone. And I'm learning and I'm growing. And I appreciate the opportunity to prove you right about the good parts of me and help you understand that there aren't bad parts of me. There are just misunderstood parts due to damage. And I'm going to have to heal them and own my own mistakes. So, talk to you guys soon.